Hi everybody, back again with another process video for you. This one is of my small journal that I'm putting all my scraps in, and I am really enjoying this journal. I've only done three pages, but they're 2-page spreads. So 6 pages in this journal so far, because I have to wait until I have enough scraps to create some pages. Now the first one I didn't make a picture out of it. I just simply glued down all the scraps, and it was kind of like an abstract collage piece. But this one, I more or less had something in mind, and it all started with that piece that you see at the top there, the reddish orange yellow stripe piece, and I just had it in my head to do a landscape with all the leftover collage bits, and it worked out quite well because I had used, I can't remember what's on the back of this or what was on the back that I used, but I had all these green yellow pieces, and I mean, there we go, there's the grass, and so I already had like so many pieces to do a field, and it just went from there. And then, like I said, that straight piece was the sky, and I just had to do it. It was just all working together. So really, there's not a whole lot to tell for this layout. All I did was, like I said, take all my scraps and glue them down. I really thought that was going to be a second tree, but it doesn't. I just knew I wanted to use it for some reason. I really liked what it was. Like, I don't know, I liked the shape of it, and I liked the image that was on the piece of paper. So the sky is kind of more like the sun setting, I would think, even though all those stripes are at the top of the page. But maybe there's just more sky above and we can't see it, right? Either way, and I mean, like I always say, it's collage and it doesn't have to make sense. As long as you like it in the end, who cares? And sometimes you don't even like it, but you played and you have fun, and maybe you learned something from it. Or you just got to get out of your own head and play. Sometimes that may be all you get out of it, and that is great a lot of days. So yeah, I really, really enjoy this process. I highly recommend saving your scraps. Now, not itsy bitsy, I mean, you can if you have the patience, but there are certain size scraps I do not save. And if it's really, really plain, I don't save it. Like, I don't save anything too tiny. But other than that, I've started, like, I grabbed a container and I'm just putting the scraps in there, and when I have enough that I feel will fill a couple pages, then I do it. And it's very enjoyable. At least I find it very enjoyable. Now, I wouldn't want to do it in a large journal. I can't imagine enjoying that. I think it would be way too much. But this small Dilutions journal I find perfect. And you could even get away with something smaller. But this is the smallest journal I had. And I didn't want to make one. And I love the Dilutions journals. I love the paper in them. They're nice and sturdy. Now, one thing I have noticed, because I've done another page since this one, and when you see how when I go over the center of the album, like where the spine is, I take my X-Acto knife and I score the paper. I've been going too deep because I have noticed that my book, the very beginning, it looks like it's coming apart, like it's loose. So I need to ease up on the knife or start cutting it with scissors because I am going too deep. So just thought I'd put that out there in case you start doing the same. And now that I have the, I'm trying to think what exactly it's called. It's glitter glue, but I feel like there's another word in the name of the glue. Maybe it's just art glitter glue or something, I don't know. But I have it now with the fine tip. So I imagine this will be even more enjoyable now that I have that glue, because I am loving that glue. It just makes things so much quicker and easier. I don't think I've touched a glue stick since I got it. And I was using the Scotch Quick Dry or whatever it's called before, and it made one of my collage pages very rumply. So, and haven't noticed the glitter glue doing that to my pages. I think it's because you get such a fine line of glue, so it's such a thin application that it's not causing the page to warp. Or maybe it's something more chemistry related, I don't know. Maybe it's the formula of their glue. I have no idea. All I know is that I'm not having the problem of my pages rumpling, which is fantastic because it's really annoying when they do get all rumply, especially when you're working on a page on the back of it. And it just looks nicer when your pages are nice and flat. So, I mean, I guess I really don't have to explain the page to you because it is just collage pieces being glued together. But my thoughts were that, the green and yellow is the grass, and, then there's the sky. And I was thinking that pink was going to be the sky as well, but all that beige, to me, that was rocks. Like it was more landscape. So I don't know what that pink's supposed to be. Because, you wouldn't see rocks above the sky. So I guess it's just a different color land. Because, like I said, when I put the beige down in my head, it was like mountains and cliffs and stuff like that. And then the ones I put smaller was just like bits of rock and stuff. So I don't know. I guess the pink is just a different type of land. Maybe it's a field of flowers. Who knows? And here I decided to leave where that half circle is. I left it empty. I didn't put any paper in it whatsoever. And I really, really like it. There was even at one point when I just had, I don't even know if I had the lower pink stuff there yet, but I had a lot of the ground done, and then I had a bit of the pink at the very, very top done for the sky. And I thought that would have looked nice too if I left like a part of the 2 pages completely empty. So maybe another time. So I may do that for another one, like not necessarily a landscape, but not feel the need to cover the pages entirely in the collage scrap papers. And give it a different look. I'm trying to think of any art that I've been doing other than collage soup, and I can't think of anything. This is pretty much all I want to do. Like, I haven't even taken paint out, and I love paint, but I'm just on a collage kick, and I just can't stop. I'm just enjoying it so much. I mean, collage and painting are my two favorite art forms, so it's not surprising. It's just usually I go through phases, and this doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. And then I keep getting more books, so then I get more excited and want to play with it even more. And then I collaborated with Emily, and we came out with that Something's Fishy. So that was awesome. And I do get the feeling that we will definitely end up collaborating again. As of when, I don't know, or what it will be. I'll have to think of some different themes or styles. I don't know. I just knew, like, the first when she asked me, it was like, okay, I've often said that I love using fish in my collage. There's just something about them I love. So that was an easy one. But now that I have that, what would I think of for a second one? I don't know. I have had a couple ideas, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that you could use a lot, like, you know, very versatile and would be fun to have working in collage. I don't know. Something will come to me. So I feel like I'm just yammering on for the sake of the video not being silent. I really can't think of anything to tell you. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, I think the only thing new that's happened is the Something's Fishy collage book. If you're in the Facebook group, Lush's Creative Peeps, we do have a challenge going on over there. I've actually thought of some challenges up to November, I think it is. As long as I don't lose my sheet where I wrote them all down. So, if you're not part of that group, you can go join if you like some challenges. They're nothing too complicated. I don't like making them too much, because a lot of us already have enough on the go, and you want it to be enjoyable. You don't want it to be a huge task. So I try to keep them easy and fun. So anyway, that's it from me. I'm going to stop babbling for the sake of filling the silence. I do hope you enjoy this video. And like I said, I highly recommend doing this. Unless you already have too much on the go and you can't possibly add something else to your list. But I do find this enjoyable. Just saying. Take care, you guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.